Salutations viewers, my name is Game Name and welcome back to my Legends of Runeterra patch notes review. Now we are on patch 2.21.0 and it looks like Ari has made the cut. So we have a lot to cover. We got hotfixes, new expansion, Path of Champion updates, card updates, region road updates, personalization, deck bundles, expeditions, and then of course our miscellaneous and bug fixes. So there's no opening paragraph I see, so unless it's down here for the new expansion, but of course, as always, I'm going to be reading through them and saying if it was a good thing that they were nerfed or a bad thing if they were nerfed or like it was a good buff to them as well. So let's get to the mid-patch hotfixes. So these changes were implemented on December 14th and of 2021, and what happened was Poppy's base level stats were nerfed from 3-3 to 2-3, and then that was her level 1, and her level 2 base stats were from 4-4 to 3-4. I do think this is a fine stat. I mean, I understand why they made this change because Poppy was a pretty good champion overall. I still think this makes her pretty viable, so I don't really see this being an issue for her. Gangplank, so his stats were depleted from 5-5 to 5-4 for his level 1, and then 6-6 to 6-5. So when he summons a powder keg. He levels up the enemy nexus in 5. You've damaged the enemy nexus in 5 different rounds. So when he does that, so his kegs are an issue. So I think this is totally fine too. It doesn't really mess around too much. I think this makes it a lot easier to kill some of these cards and make the game a lot more fair. But I mean, the people that love playing Poppy or Gameplay might not really like the change, but I don't think this is necessarily awful, and I don't think this is going to hurt them that all in that way. We have Yordle Explorer, so grant +1/+1 is now grant +1/+0. I do think this definitely nerfs the Yordle Explorer card a bit and Yordle decks in general, so I don't know. I think we'll definitely be seeing a little bit less of Yordle decks because this has changed. It's not that great of a card anymore for 2 costs, in my opinion. I mean, it's a 2-mana 2/2, but I think it was a lot more viable with +1/+1. I mean, it's still a good card to have in your deck, especially as a low-cost 2-mana 2/2. That, in general, I think is still fine, but you don't want to use it as a buff card that much. God Willow Seedling. So the countdown was nerfed, so it's 2 to 3 now. So you got to wait 3 turns in order for this to actually summon. Interesting. So I wonder, I don't know, I feel like that's actually kind of harsh for it. Only reason why is it takes a lot longer now for it to do what it needs to do, and that could be game changing because anything can happen in one move, you know, or in one round. And then Kinko Wayfinder summons 2 1-cost units, summons 2 different 1-cost units. I like that change for Wayfinder, mainly because you could get some crazy 2-cost, 1-cost units, but you could also get some really shitty 1-cost units. And that's the difference, because now they're random, or yeah, 2 different, unless it pulls from your deck. Oh yeah, cost allies from your deck. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It pulls from your deck. So you really got to know what your 1-cost units are. And look, we got a video to watch here.
Outside Bandle City, merit badges only get you so far. Underwater basket weaving? Not so
cute.
But if you take your nose out of your handbook, you'll realize there's a lot more to discover. Like unexpected friends. In unusual places. And there are so many unusual places.
That's actually really cute. Magic Misadventures for Legends of Runeterra. I like that. So it was already released on December 8th as the latest expansion in the series, or the game in general, and I really like this expansion. It's cute as hell. So part 2 of Ava's adventure leads her through the enchanted forest of Ionia, where unseen dangers and unlikely friends lurk in the shadows. See what awaits in Magic Misadventures: 43 new collectible cards, including 4 new champions, Ari, Kennen, Rumble, and Pantheon. Yes, I love Pantheon. And a whole lot of magic. So it arrived in 2.21, which is already out. And the new cards, you can see, of course, on Mobalytics and DAC.gg. And we have new keywords. So we have the keyword Faded. So new keyword: the first time each round an ally card targets me, grant me +1/+1. That's interesting. So it's basically, where when an ally card targets them for the first, okay, so Fated is a new keyword being introduced in Magic Misadventures. Fated units are granted +1/+1 when an ally card targets them for the. We're gonna see some buff, like insane buff decks here, with the new Fated keyword in here. All these keywords are getting nuts, in my personal opinion. But I think overall that's a pretty interesting new thing to bring to the table. So, Mecha Yordles are now a new card subtype generally made up of non-collectible created cards with few exceptions. Best suited for adaptable decks and playstyles, these heavy metal Yordles can bring some extra firepower to your board when you need it. That's pretty cool. We got some new Mecha Yordles. So these are generally made up of non-collectible created cards. Gotcha. That makes sense. Mecha Yordles. Yes. Hence Rumble especially being included in here. That's amazing. So the new challenges and quests have been added to introduce keywords, archetypes, champions being added into the Magic Misadventures, and additional AI decks featuring cards added in the expansion have also been added to the Verse AI opponent pool. So the Path of Champions updates. So we got new champions and bug fixes. So the new champions like Ari, Kennen, and Teemo. If a player loses their run in the first 2 battles, they will see 3 starting powers rather than just unstable mana flow. So unstable mana flow grants 1 mana gem for the first 3 battles of the run. Vitality grants +10, and flexible gameplay grants game start draw 2. That's cool that we will now see 3 starting powers rather than just an unstable mana flow. So that brings more stuff to the table. They have a wealth score is now based on current gold at the end of run rather than total earned gold, and assorted minor encounter fixes and balance adjustments. Our favorite, which is the card updates, and we have Poppy, like we just explained earlier for champions. She got nerfed by 1 in her health department, but as they said, she's proven herself to be a dominant presence. I really don't think this is going to affect her that much. Since they initially buffed the Young Witch, she's been responsible for enabling some pretty powerful uninteractive combos. Okay, so they're taking that buff back from a 2 mana 1/2 to 2 mana 1/1. Yeah, I've seen Young Witch quite often, and I think she was an issue. I'm glad they made this, but I mean, it still is not going to stop her from seeing gameplay because she's still a pretty good card. They have Region Roan's update for Ionia, Bandle City, and Targon, and then we have champion skins here. Yes. I'm gonna have to get out a full screen for this. Braum, his beautiful self. He looks amazing. And then Santa Braum. Oh, so cute. Very cute. And then here is Winter Queen Ari. Wow, that is beautiful. I really like that skin for her. And then we have Ernest Elf Tristana. Yeah, this is alternate art for her. Yeah, so cute. Yeah, those are really cute skins for them. So now we got boards, and this board is Vestayan Glade, and this one's really nice because it's emphasis on Ari and her ball. So it's really cool how they, Ari is one of the most famous characters in League of Legends. She's one of the OGs, and it's always cool to see her being brought into stuff. But she has so many damn skins. But here are the card backs and the 9-tailed fox. We got Ari, Vestaya's Spirit, and then Bandle City logo. And then emotes, of course, Heartbreaker. And then Too Funny. The Kennen one's so cute. And then, of course, we got the deck bundles. So the Elusive Elements bundle is available in the store for 4,721 coins, prorated for any items you already own, of course. And that includes the Vestayan Glade board, Winter Queen Ari skin, Heartbreaker emote, 9-tailed fox card back, and the 9-tailed fox icon. And then with Expeditions, we got new archetypes, champions, and cards from Magic Misadventures have been added to Expeditions. Now, this is the rank system. So the rank season between worlds has concluded. The Magic Misadventures is underway. Collect your rank rewards depending on your performance including an exclusive Between Worlds icon from the previous season in the loot pop-up on the home screen. And then, of course, we have our bug fixes here, which you guys can go and read, which I will have listed in the patch notes down below in the description. I do think this is a pretty solid patch. Not only were we introduced into Mystic Misadventures, but we had two very big champions here that got kind of nerfed, but it's not really going to affect their gameplay much. And I think the biggest thing of this patch is the new keyword faded. So we're probably going to be seeing a lot of faded into new types of gameplays, and it's going to be pretty sick. I mean, I'm a little tired of all these keywords, to be quite honest, but I mean, it does make it for a very fun game. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of patch 2.21.0. Because I think this is going to be a pretty decent patch. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Highly appreciate your time as always. But please do not forget to subscribe and or follow not only to my YouTube but to my Twitch. You guys know where my YouTube is at, but you can find my Twitch at twitch.tv/thegamedame. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.